talking to you today about the different ways that people take care of their baby goats when they're born. So there are two basic things that people do. One, they call it dam raising, and one that is bottle raising. Dam raising is where you leave the babies on the doe, on the mom. She completely takes care of them. And bottle raising is where the babies are taken away from the doe, bottle raised, and the doe is hand milked or machine milked. So there are variations of both. Some people will, when they dam raise, they will take anything over 2 away and bottle feed it so that the doe only has to deal with 2. Some people will milk the doe some every day to make sure that they're not getting too full. There's different ways. And bottle raising, some people take them right away like I do, or some people leave them on for a little while. It just depends on what you want to do. There's different variants of both ways. And I also have another way which I've tried to figure out a name, so I'm going to call it the Roberts in the middle method. So it's in between dam raising and bottle raising. So I'll talk about that a little bit, and then I'll talk more about the way that I do it personally. But I've recommended this way to quite a few people now, and several have done it and they like it. It works good for them. But basically the way you do it is going to be your beliefs, your lifestyle, what your goats are doing. There's just so many different things. So you can do a multitude of ways and make it work for you and your goats and your farm, your lifestyle, your work schedule, whatever. You just have to figure out which way works best for you and what your choices are. No, there's no one right way to do it. The one thing that with dam raising that I'm don't really agree with is a lot of people that dam raise when the kids are a month or so old. They will take the babies away for the night and milk the doe in the morning and then put the babies back with the doe. And I don't really think this is fair to the babies or the doe, because the babies are really hungry because they've been away all night, and the mom has no milk in her udder, and so they go and start banging on the udder trying to make milk, and they're hungry. I don't really think that's fair for either, but I did figure out a way that is kind of in between the two, so you get benefits of dam raising and benefits of bottle raising in the same method. So this is the Roberts in the middle method. Basically, the kids are born, they stay with the mom the first night, and the second night you have a pen inside the doe's sleeping area with either small square panels or a pallet or something, with not holes big enough that the baby can put their head through. It can be short enough that the mom can put their head over, though, so the mom can see them, talk to them, sleep right next to them, so they're not, nobody's upset. They're right there. And then in the morning you milk the doe out and you bottle feed the kids, and all they want. And then you put them together. If you have milk left over, you keep it. Otherwise, it all goes to the kids if they are hungry and they want all of it. But this way, you have benefits of both. You leave them together all the time, except just separate them at night, and then in the morning you milk the doe and you bottle feed the babies, and then you put the kids back with the mom. They stay together all the time. So you have a benefit of, if you choose to go away for the weekend or something, you can leave them together. Nobody has to come over and bottle feed for you or anything. And if you're going to be gone for an extended period, you would want somebody to relieve the doe once in a while to make sure she doesn't get too full. But this also encourages her to milk more than if she were just dam raising. And it makes the bottle, the babies are on the bottle, so they're friendly. You can make sure the babies are doing well, because if they don't come up to drink their bottle, they don't feel well. Whereas if they're on the dam, you might not notice that. The doe is milked out once a day, so you can make sure the udder's good and encourage her to produce more milk. If you need to give the medicine to the kids, you can put it in the bottle. There's all kinds of, and if you can sell the kid when it's 2 or 3 weeks old or whenever you want to, because the kid is a bottle baby. So you can go ahead and sell the kids when as soon as you're ready, instead of having to wait until they're 4 to 6 months old when they're weaned. So that's one of the, that's some of the benefits of the Roberts in the middle method. But I myself, personally, pull the kids when they're born, bottle feed the kids the whole time, milk the does the whole time. So, and I feed the babies 4 times a day for the first 3 to 4 days, and then 3 times a day until they're 2 weeks old, and then from 2 weeks until 6 months, they get twice a day. And we do feed all they want. We don't measure it out. We feed them all they want at each feeding. We just don't feed more feedings than that until they're around a month old, and then we kind of leave it at that until we're ready to start weaning and cutting them back after they're 5 months old, 5.5 months old. So wethers, we do tend to wean more at 3 months, so they're done between 3.5 and 4 months, and does or bucks we leave on for 6 months. And the one thing too is the does are milked the same as what we feed the bottle kids. So they are milked 4 times a day for the first few days, 3 or 4 days, and then 3 times a day, and then twice a day when they're 2 weeks fresh until approximately 10 months into their lactation, when we're drying them up for the next set of kids. So that's what we do. That's my different method. If that is not something you can do or want to do, you can do the in the middle method, or you can dam raise, whatever works for you. I'm going to show you now on the video our birthing pen, our carrier for the newborns, and the nursery. And I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope it's informative. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. We're going to be changing our birthing pen and milk room around. So here's what it looks like now. So I will show you the after picture, but this is our birthing pen. So our birthing pen is ready to open. This panel will open up towards me, and then there's a little straw to put in it, and that panel over there will come towards me, and they'll meet in the middle, and I can hook them, or the one on the back wall it comes towards me to make a center panel if I need 2 pens. So this is going to be our birthing pens, and they'll be in use shortly. This is where the does go when they're having their babies, and then we clean the straw out in between each one and put fresh straw and put new hay, and we hang a little water bucket so they have water. So this is the birthing pens, all set to open up and get used. We'll be having babies soon, and we'll put straw in there as soon as they're born, and this is where they go right after we take them away from the mom when they're born. We bring them out here and dry them off, give them their BOSI and their first bottle, and put them in the carrier. So here's the nursery. We're all ready now, and we have this gate that we can put across when it gets warmer and there's babies in it. Latch that. Let's go in together. So we have a carrier for the new babies in case they're too little to go with the other ones. When we have different sizes. Try not to have more than 10 in here at a time anyway, but I have this area to play, and if you walk over here, this will have straw in it, and that'll be their main area to be sleeping. We actually will push that carrier closer, and then we'll put hay in the little feeder right there, and we have more area to play. And we have that's going to be another open area to play. Here's our straw. There's Creamy. Hi, Creamy. She's getting a little fat. She's got babies. So, anyway, and there's a table. We have some more straw up there to put down. That's what I'll be putting down under the table. And there's my mama bucket holder that I'll be using later. And of course, then under the table is where they'll have their little bed. So this is the nursery. This is where they go after the carrier, after they're born, put in the carrier overnight. They come out here, and they stay in here until they go out to the outdoor baby pens, and we'll be showing you that later. And here's the last piece of the puzzle that we got ready. This is our goat TV, we call it. So this is the inside the barn. Of course, all the goats are outside right now, so all you see is straw. And there's in the milk room, which is going to be the birthing pen. So that's what will be where we'll have the does when they're having their babies, so we can keep an eye on it. And that way, in the middle of the night, when I want to check on the does, I just need to get up and walk in the living room, take a look, and they're not doing anything, so I go in and go back to sleep. Much easier on me to be able, and I can watch them all day. And if I have somebody in the other part of the barn, I can flip it over and watch that part and see the goats over there too. So this is what we call our goat TV. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We will be doing another one on the baby pens later, which are behind me. When we get babies out there, and I'll be doing one on a mama bucket to show you how to put together a mama bucket and what it's used for, how it's used. And I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you next time. Have a great day.